Hello students, welcome to BioSmart Academy. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about briefly macrophage and adjuvant. These two topics are really very important for from examination point of view. So before I started this topic, I just want to remind you that if you are still not watch my previous lectures, then please go to the video section where you can find all the lectures that I made till now of immunology, and please watch that all lectures, then came here to watch these two lectures, because this lecture macrophage and adjuvant will be the last lecture of, you can say, the basics of immunology, and after that we are moved towards the part of the major part of the immunology, which is basically very important from CSI net examination point of view. And our main focus is to study this major part briefly, because maximum question is came from this part. So please go and watch all the previous lecture, that is basic lectures of immunology according to my point of view. Please go and watch all these basic lectures and then came here to watch this video macrophage and adjuvant, and all that basic lectures that I already taught you in the previous lessons, in the previous classes, that were very important from examination point of view. Many question has been asked previously from that all lectures, that is natural killer cell, dendritic cell, cells of the immune system. In TLRs I taught every basic parts of that immunology in the previous lecture. So please, there are 7 lectures I think, please go and watch all that. Okay. And another thing is that please share and subscribe as much as possible this channel, because this channel is made only for those students who are basically prepared for this examination, that is CSI, DBT, ICMR, GATE and all other bioscience related examination. So please share as much as possible, because within few months I will try to complete the whole modules of the main CSI net syllabus. Okay, now let's move to the lecture. Now first of all, we are going to study macrophage. See, first of all we should know that how macrophage has been come. Macrophage is basically originate or came from the monocyte. Okay, as I already taught you in the previous lecture, that monocyte basically lives within the blood for about 8 hours. Okay, for about 8 hours, where they enlarge, and when an infection occur in a cells or a tissue, then this macrophage is moved towards that tissue. Where it act as a tissue macrophage. Okay, so this is the basics of macrophage. That is, it basically derived from the monocyte, that is blood monocyte, where blood monocyte is there in the blood for about 8 hours, and in that period of time of 8 hours it enlarges itself, and when an infection arises in the tissue, this monocyte move towards the tissue and differentiated into macrophage. Okay, so this is all about the macrophage. So let's study these lines. Macrophage are basically derived from blood monocyte. Okay, macrophage basically derived from blood monocyte. Okay, macrophage are basically derived from blood monocyte that migrate into the tissue in response to infection. Okay, can differentiate into tissue macrophage. In response to infection, monocyte move towards that tissue, and there it differentiate into macrophage. Okay, and the main important point that all macrophage play an important role in phagocytosis. Okay, now the main important point is about the examples. Please note down all the examples, because these all examples are very important from examination point of view, as many times question may be asked that Mesangian cells in the kidney are basically example of tissue macrophage. Okay, microglial cells in central nervous system, Kupffer cell in liver, alveolar macrophage in lungs, osteoclast in bone. These all are example of tissue macrophage. Okay, please remember these examples. So now move to the next slide. Here I basically put some important properties which are basically related to macrophage, and these four important properties that I mentioned here is very important. Please students note it down. Okay, the first properties of macrophage is very important, that we all know, is that phagocytosis. Okay, second important property is antigen presentation. Okay, antigen presentation after phagocytosis, the macrophage present the antigen to MSC, through MSC to the T cells, where it undergoes proper basically proper effector cell mechanism is undergoing there, and it clear it out. Okay, so another important property is antigen presentation, and these two important properties are very important. That is, macrophage also helps in the production of cytokines such as IL-12, IL-10, IL-6. Okay, these all are cytokines, IL-6, etc. And TNF alpha is also there. TNF alpha is also there. So these are all examples of cytokines that are basically produced by the macrophage. So question maybe came in an examination that TNF alpha is a cytokine which are produced by basically macrophage. Okay, and the last point is that it also basically presence of many membrane receptors such as complement receptor, cytokine receptor, TLRs. These all receptors are basically present within the macrophage. Okay, where they basically through that receptor they can engulf the particular antigen and they processed it and then present to the T C cell. Okay, so these are the main important properties which are basically related to macrophage. Please note it down, these are very important from examination point of view. Okay, now next move to the next slide, that is adjuvant. As I already mentioned that I taught only these two topics today, that is macrophage and adjuvant. Out of that, macrophage I already completed. If you don't understand, please comment on the comment box. Now next, adjuvant. See, adjuvant, first we have to know that what is adjuvant. Okay, the Greek, basically it is a Latin word which means, to help, Okay, adjuvant is a Latin word which means to help. If you help somebody, that is adjuvant. Okay, it is a Latin word which means to help. Please clear this topic, because many times question has been asked from this topic, so please clear this topic. Okay, so adjuvant is a Latin word which means to help. Okay, for example, if I want to put a vaccine, I have for example, as you know, these are the days of coronavirus. Okay, and if any scientist basically discover a vaccine of coronavirus, and if you want to put it into the human being, then it can combat with that coronavirus basically antigens, and can clear it out. But if we use vaccine plus adjuvant in it, then adjuvant will longer the immunity. Basically it increases the immunogenicity power of that vaccine. Okay, basically it boosts the immune response, that is to the vaccine. Okay, that is the work of the adjuvant. Okay, so let's read this important point that I mentioned here. Okay, first, what is adjuvant? Basically an adjuvant is a substance that when mixed, if we mixed with an immunogen. Okay, if adjuvant is mixed with immunogen. Okay, plus if adjuvant is mixed with immunogen. Okay, if adjuvant is mixed with immunogen, then what will happen? It enhance the immunogenicity, enhance the immune response against the immunogen. Okay, it enhance the immune response against the immunogen. So this is adjuvant. That is, an adjuvant is a substance that when mixed with an immunogen, if we mix with an immunogen and then we inject it, then it enhances the immune response against the immunogen. Clear? Basically it boosts the immune response. Okay, it boosts the immune response in case of weak immunogen. If there is a weak immunogen, then it boosts the immune response, or when the antigen is available in very small amount, then it will boost the immune response. So this is about adjuvant. See, you can understand it very clearly if you read this example in a clear way. Okay, see, if it added to a vaccine, okay, if adjuvant is added to a vaccine, that is, I added a adjuvant with a vaccine, okay, I added adjuvant with a vaccine, okay, with a vaccine, then it boosts the immune response to produce more antibodies, so that more antibodies is produced in response to that vaccine and longer lasting immunity. So this is all about the adjuvant. Okay, now there is a term that I already taught you in the previous classes, that is hapten. Okay, so many students confuse that hapten and adjuvants are basically similar term, but no students, these are two basically different term. Hapten is basically chemically simple in structure, okay, chemically simple in structure, chemical simple, okay, chemically simple in structure, hapten, and very low molecular weight and low molecular weight. Okay, as I already taught you in the previous classes, low molecular weight and chemically simple. That's why hapten should be mixed with a carrier molecule so that it became immunogen. Okay, it became immunogen, but adjuvant is not that type of like that of hapten. Adjuvant basically is add with an immunogen. Okay, adjuvant is basically add with an immunogen. Okay, adjuvant is basically add with an immunogen. I mention adjuvant as AD. Okay, adjuvant basically add with an immunogen so that it increases the immune response against the immunogen, so that it increases the immune response against that immunogen. Okay, so basically that is adjuvant, and hapten and adjuvant are basically two different things. Okay, now let's read that this sentence so that you can clear it out, that hapten will become immunogenic. Okay, become immunogenic when it is conjugate or when it is mixed, when it is add with a carrier molecule, then it will become immunogenic. But it will not become immunogenic, it will not become immunogenic if it conjugate with adjuvant. Okay, now you can understand that adjuvant is not make hapten immunogenic. Okay, hapten become immunogenic if it conjugate with high molecular weight and substance or chemically complex substance. Okay, so does adjuvant just enhance the immune response? It enhances the immune response to immunogen. Okay, it enhances the immune response to immunogen, but it not confer immunogenicity on hapten. It not confer immunogenicity on hapten. It just enhance the immune response to immunogen. Clear? Now, so this is all about adjuvant, all about macrophage. I basically clear this. I think if you may clear with this lecture. If you have any doubt about this, then please mention in the comment box. Now last part is that very important. Many times in the examination asks that give an example of adjuvant, or which one of the following is an example of adjuvant. So aluminum potassium sulfate, aluminum potassium sulfate, that is alum, is common adjuvant that is used in human vaccine. Okay, in human vaccine alum is used. Okay, alum is used. Okay, aluminum potassium sulfate, alum is used as a common adjuvant in human vaccine. Okay, and there are two other examples of basically there are two other example of adjuvant, that is France incomplete and France complete. Okay, so please remember these three example: alum, France complete, and France incomplete. Okay, don't need to go in details about that example. Okay, basically France complete contain antigen in aqueous solution. Okay, France incomplete, please note it down. I just told give you some information about these France complete and France incomplete if question may be asked in the examination, so that you can answer it. So please note it down. Basically France incomplete adjuvant contains antigen in aqueous solution, well, well, an emulsifying agent, emulsifying agent. Okay, so basically France incomplete contain antigen in aqueous solution while an emulsifying agent. Clear? Okay, so this is about France incomplete, and France complete adjuvant contain heat kill microbacteria as an additional ingredient. Heat kill microbacteria as an additional ingredient. Okay, it contains heat killed microbacteria as an additional ingredient. So this is all about today's lecture. Okay, so please go and see the previous lectures, and please share this channel to those students who are preparing for this examination. Okay, so from tomorrow we are going to start very important topic, that is MSC, major histocompatibility complex, major histocompatibility complex. So please subscribe my channel and share with your friends as much as possible, because this is a channel which gives you free lectures on biological science, and it boosts your preparation for CSI, NET, DBT, ICMR and GATE examination. So meet you tomorrow. Till then, thank you.